Hi everybody, I'm here to give you an update on this yew tree, which has been kind of given the name a pagoda tree. It's not a particular style, but what it is something that influenced me from, I was influenced from a Japanese tree, a rigid juniper, and it was in a book, 100 Best Trees of Japan. And I was always wanting to create a tall tree that had lots of deadwood all the way up the tree, and this is where I'm up to with this. Now there are two earlier videos, and I'll put a link to those. But let's talk about where we're up to right now. For those people that are familiar with the tree, you'll see that it's actually been repotted. Now it was originally in a washing up bowl, which is fine when it's first collected. You know, it's not a show tree. It's not supposed to be anything particularly special. So it was in a washing up bowl, larger than this, actual rectangle, a little bit deeper. I was aware that this root was quite long. So what I wanted to do was, in preparation for the tree going into a final bonsai pot, I wanted to reduce the root mass. I'm putting it in one of these specialist pots which are made specifically for developing small root mats. I'll try and put a link to this in the description, but these are really good, nice and strong, and they've got good lugs here which you can tie onto, which is what I've done here. But let's get to the tree. So it's a yew tree, Taxus baccata, English yew, collected probably around 10 years ago. And for me, this was always going to be the front. The reason that this was the front was you had a really good shari going all the way up to the top, and the branch placement, you know, it's pretty good for this view of the front. But if this was the front, we're missing something fundamental which takes place around the back. And I'll turn it around to show you. So the new front, the front that I particularly want, is this, where we can, if we work from the base up, you can see we have got a slight flare coming out here, and you can see towards the back here a slight flare. Now what that does is that gives us a buttress, that gives us an abari, which actually grounds this tree into the soil, which is something that's very, very important. So that's our start. The second thing is that at the back, what was our old back, we had a fantastic shari here coming up from the base, which we never saw. I wanted to bring that into play so far as the design of the tree was concerned. So what you've got now is you've got a shari which starts at the bottom. Then the key thing for me was this. This appears to be a second trunk that is actually separate from the main trunk, and it appears behind this shari. If we turn it round, you can see it's just part of the whole tree, and it comes up here. But from this front, it appears to be just a second trunk, which is really, really nice. It certainly gives a good age to the tree. So that was the other reason for doing it. But also, you've got really good features happening here. We have another, what appears to be a secondary trunk, which is coming here. You can just see a slight gap here. And that we can now see from this position. So that was the other reasoning behind, in actual fact, changing the front of the tree. The nice thing about, again, with the front is that you've got this live vein which now appears to twist and come around. So the top of our tree here starts around the back and comes around to the front. And that's again is a very desirable thing. Now, one of the reasons for the repotting was so that I could, you know, change the soil, put it in some really good new fresh soil, put some mycorrhiza in there, so that what can happen is we can develop these foliage pads. Because at the moment, a couple of them are okay. This one's not too bad, this one's all right, but some of them are quite sparse. So they need to fill out. We need to fill out these areas, and certainly the top needs to fill out more. Now, the actual length of these branches isn't exactly as I want them, but what I'm doing at the moment, this is a tree in development. It's not a show tree. It's not ready for showing. It'll be ready for showing, hopefully, the end of 2023 or maybe as late as 2024. Now, currently we're in May 2021. So I envisage 3 years, this will be show ready, and it will be in a pot befitting of a tree of this stature. So there we are. That's the update on the pagoda tree. Thank you for watching. Look forward. Do subscribe to my channel. And I say I'll be putting a link to the other videos at the end of this video.